looks just like the one I stole from mine.
Nothing would surprise me with your kind.
You're a bloody Baldur.
Those clanking great steel watches. Bloody hate them.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
I felt horrible about that.
I've got a long road ahead. Stop me yet. Never a dull moment.
Oscar. Where is he? Where is he?
All right, what now?
Did you speak with Carrion? Has he provided a cure?
Who are you? Get out! Get out!
Please, Carrie, my darling, listen to me.
You brought me here. You did this. Do not interfere. He's coming home with me. Another one who wants to control me. He called me here. Trapped me. Pathetic little childish boy.
I only wished to explain myself to make you see how...
No! Enough of your whining. Enough! Selfish, arrogant bastard of an artist. I wanted to be left in peace. And how does that help me? Or is it just to help him? Why does everything always have to revolve around Oscar Beverus?
Oh, my sweet Carrie. What did I do to you?
Save your tears for the ethereal plane. What are you saying? You're trying to confuse me. It's so hard to think. I don't remember.
Carrie, my sweet meat. I just need to know that what you did, that it wasn't my fault.
Why am I here? I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be!
The spirit's aura flickers, changes. She is confused, lost, dragged here unwillingly by a man who refused to let her leave.
Fine. If Oscar wants the truth, he can have it. We were a fling, nothing more! My decision had nothing to do with him! I did this because I was so fucking sad! All the time. Oscar finds it easier to imagine a world where women kill themselves over him than one where they have their own bloody problems.
I'm sorry, Kerry. I had no idea. But I was truly not to blame.
No, you weren't. So you and your poxy paintings stay away from me! We're done, Oscar. Over. Now let me rest in bloody peace.
Gods, what a mess I've made of it all. My sweet Firelia. I've been a rotten fool, haven't I? And yet you never left my side.
It will take more than a ghost to scare me away. Though I wish you'd come to me sooner. Perhaps not. I think this sorry episode is best left out of the family history, though it was quite the adventure.
Such torments I put you through, my love. But even at my worst, you never left my side. I'm so very sorry. Please, before you go, I must pay you back. Come upstairs to my atelier. I promise you'll leave with something priceless. Immortality.
So, first you save my husband, then you save our marriage. I can't tell you how grateful I am. I'm afraid when one falls in love with an artist, such drama comes with the territory. Needless to say, Oscar won't be having anything more to do with the supernatural. One possession is quite enough for any marriage. You must take up his offer. Go to his atelier, sit for him. Then perhaps you will understand what I see in him, flawed as he is.
No time to rest.
Here he is, the hero of the hour. Brushes are oiled, the canvas prepped, and you... well, you're comfortable. That's the main thing. So, shall we begin? Wonderful. Stand yourself just there. And voila! All it needs now is a name. Something to capture the spirit in which it was created. Perhaps not the thing you'll be remembered for, but a fine quality nonetheless. Adds a certain mystique, I think. Please, take it in for a moment. It's not every day one's face is preserved for posterity.
He really captured you. Beautiful.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Ready to do some business?
Victor isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling?
You have a cult to kill. What do you need from me to do it? Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost.
but let's say we'll put it on your tab. Orin's. When the Absolute's army arrives, the same way I'm not just the lowly. The guild, but it's not. If we take a little tribute in return, or if you'd, but we'll be the ones still holding the. Kill the Absolute, and keep the big bulbers.
Lord?
Don't mind the lady.
I know where the Stone Lord's headed. It's gonna be his grave. Aye.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur. Horsecack!
Keeps the ignorance away.
Ease up, won't you?
This talk straight, or are you really just looking for a bride?
Are you looking again?
I swear, this fist is just trying to provoke me, but I'm not gonna fall for it.
Think I'll just sit back and rest my weary limbs while these angry youngsters sort matters out.
Blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and metal screeches.
a look.
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconio was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day. Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine and not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is. Of course, but also a miniature giant space hamster. The Drow was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away, and she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence, and so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. She meant to spill his miniature guts and study them. Ha! Minsk did not stop her. He did not need to. Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch. She had fled from her camp by morning, when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts.
What a gift to be needed now.
I still need you. See people down there on the docks going about their business.
Oh, this one's corked.
What are you looking at? We're allowed breaks. Contract says so.
Broken us back then.
But if we'd only made the effort, if we'd only pushed through.
There's no cure for a broken heart. But a bit of sunlight and fresh air helps. Sometimes.
Beautiful day, isn't it? Do make the most of it. You never know how many you've got left.
That might be worth a look.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Still alive. So that's progress.
When she was little, I couldn't wait for a time when she would stop needing us so much. But I'd give
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Heavens, what's the hold-up? I dare say the wait is shorter in the City of Judgment.
Either watch or leave.
It's not a lie. If you would just listen, I could explain.
You have done quite enough explaining, Volothamp Gadam. You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good, kind, gentle citizens with your lies, your delusions, your conspiracies. Though you hide behind a mask of stories, we have seen beyond the veil. We see what you really are. Fearmonger.
Here, here!
Attention seeker.
Here, here!
Agent of chaos.
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man is infected.
Right in the hells follow!
Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of this cankerous sore. Today, we burn away all falsehoods. Today, we will be divided no longer, for today, we rise in truth.
Volothamp Gedarm? This man is no enemy of the people. This man could not even hurt a mouse. I know. I have seen him try. Release this man at once!
What's this? Another heretic in our midst? Another mind clouded by the Disruptor's lies? Another soul to cleanse? Well, we are nothing if not gracious. Let us see if we cannot lift the veil from their eyes too.
No! Please! No! My hamster has dined on godflesh. You are but a tiny crumb.
Ready for this? Got it.
Survival is all that matters. To do.
Oh, this one's corked.
Another step forward.
Watch this, watch this. Smells like fermented baby fat with a hint of nutmeg.
Evil comes in many forms. This man has tried to...
It's not a...
You have done...
Your power.
What?
Well, no.
Who is napping? So die in silence, evil!
Press ahead.
breaks the hearts. Minsk breaks the bones.
Down the hatch.
Stay on my feet.
Die in silence, evil!
Looking ahead. How far can I go?
Haven't had a clean stretch. Gods! I really thought I was done for. I suppose thanks are in order. Again, what's an heroic story without a little risking of one's neck, eh? And you know what they say, the bigger the story, the more people want to kill you for it. I'll tell you all about it, but not here. Too many eyes, ears, and weapons about. Meet me at your camp.
I've fished these waters my whole life.
I hate sending Lee packing the girls off without me. But if that smuggler can get them to Waterdeep and away from the Absolute...
I hate this. That lousy smuggler won't take all of us because we can't afford 4 berths. Greedy bastard!
This is life and death for me too, mate. You only get as many berths on my sloop as you can pay for. If I allow any freeloaders, my own crew will scrag me. Very well, I'll do it. Suppose I can find some way to make it good with the crew.
How do fish even get dirty? They live in water.
This catch is spoiled. You'll have to wait for the next boat.
Look, there's all black stuff on these kids. That's harbour robbery.
Not surprised. Water's been grimy as anything recently.
My father always told me, Kate, commerce is like warfare. Fight for it like your life's at stake.
I was this close to landing that deal. Next time, for sure.
War is good for some businesses. What can I say? I got mouths to feed too.
Oh, Brando Bearish curse me!
I should have taken that deal the first time it was offered at half today's price. Oh, I'm a sap. What? How much for the saltpeter, including fee?
Something's going on. I don't know who you are, but all I can say is thank you. If you ever have children, you'll understand what you've done for us.
That's harbour robbery.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I just couldn't bear to leave our girl's father behind.
Once the city's under siege. Too right. I'll go 600.
Fish $1,000 gold, all in fish.
Of course they do. They're fish.
Very funny. I'm telling you, there's something off.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Nonsense! It is my dedication to truth that endangers my well-being, and I have uncovered the most startling truth imaginable. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Orin is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all of the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. Oh, but you must. There's nobody else available. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath. The Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What we did might feel an evil thing, I know. But if Minsk was not saved from the cult, was used to hurt those who only meant to help him, I think that ending Minsk might have been a way of saving Minsk too.
be on my way.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister. It almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood. Childhood I don't truly remember. But remember it or not, I felt right at home there. Surrounded by books and night orchids. Don't tempt me. Might find it hard to leave. Well, can you imagine what it would have been like growing up in that place? Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to, if I was to survive. Nocturne and I must have come here a lot. We probably had plenty we wanted to hide from. Anyway, I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny the things that influence you.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you.